The movie begins with the President of the United States and the British Prime Minister boarding the same plane. They're heading to Italy for a big NATO meeting, but during the flight, something goes wrong. The plane is attacked in mid-air. Then the story jumps back in time. We're in Spain, at the famous La Tuina festival, where people throw tomatoes at each other. The streets are filled with red mush. It's wild and messy, but hidden in all this chaos is a secret mission. A team of CIA and MI6 agents is working together to catch a Russian weapons dealer named Viktor Gradov. He's dangerous, and this is the first time in 2 years he's shown his face in public. The agents have set a perfect trap. There are cameras everywhere. Agent Noel Bataille is in charge of the mission. Suddenly, someone spots Gradov in the crowd. MI6 goes on high alert. They use facial recognition to confirm it's him, but he's too clever. He wears a cap to hide from the cameras. Then, 2 more men appear who look just like him. At the same time, a gray van pulls up next to the MI6 car. Agent Bataille senses trouble. She's right. Gradov's men open fire. The MI6 team was already marked. In seconds, they're all taken out. Gradov's team steals the MI6 van and plants a bug in their system. Meanwhile, Agent Bataille is still alive. She fights back bravely. She's known for being like a one-woman army. But then, she gets shot. Everything goes quiet. So what is Gradov really planning? Back in the UK, Prime Minister Sam Clarke is watching the news. All the headlines are about US President Will Derringer. Derringer used to be a big movie star. Now, after just 5 months in office, the whole country trusts him. He just landed in London yesterday and is about to attend a joint press conference where he'll meet PM Clarke for the first time, a man who's held office for the past 6 years. After that, Derringer will head to the NATO summit in Italy. Then comes a gut punch. The intelligence op in Spain has gone horribly wrong. 7 CIA and MI6 agents are dead, and their leader, Noel Bataille, is missing. She wasn't just a colleague, she was one of Sam's most trusted allies. The man behind it all? Viktor Gradov, the arms dealer who vanished years ago after NATO launched an airstrike on his weapons facility. Now he's back, and it's personal. President Derringer clashes with Prime Minister Sam at a press conference, so their advisors suggest they fly together to the NATO summit to improve their image. They reluctantly agree. Meanwhile, Gradov kills his sniper for a mistake. Soon after, news outlets celebrate the sudden friendship between the 2 leaders as they board Air Force One. But mid-flight, a disguised crew member massacres the tech staff and signals allies. Enemy drones attack, crippling the plane. Chaos erupts. Cabin pressure drops, engines fail, and the infiltrator escapes with a parachute after burning most others. A Secret Service agent gives Sam and Derringer 2 spare chutes and orders them to reach a safe house in Poland before pushing them out. Sam lands safely. Derringer gets stuck in a tree. Moments later, the world is stunned by reports that Air Force One has crashed and both leaders are presumed dead. In Washington, Vice President Elizabeth Clarke takes charge as acting president, with NATO in urgent need of leadership. Meanwhile, Derringer regains consciousness. Sam, using pure instinct, has already figured out where he must have landed. But one thing is clear. The Air Force One attack wasn't random. It was precise, organized, deadly. Whoever did it broke through the most secure defense system in the world. That means one thing. Sam and Derringer must stay dead and reach the safe house in total silence. The world believes they're gone. But the real story is just beginning. Sam gets it, but Derringer can't let go. All he wants is to call his wife. When he grabs a phone, Sam smashes it with his shoe. He knows they're being tracked. One mistake, and they're dead. If the enemy finds them, they'll be used to make demands that could destroy nations. With no time to waste, they set off, clueless as to where exactly they are in Belarus. Back in the capital, right after Clarke's swearing in, the Echelon security system is transferred to her control. Surveillance protocols are recalibrated. All secret access now belongs to her. But during the transition, one of Gradov's men hacks the system using the bug planted during the La Tuina op. In moments, Echelon is compromised. Echelon, an ultra-classified global signal intelligence system operated by the US, UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, the Five Eyes, intercepts everything from emails to satellite feeds. Back in the forest, Sam and Derringer, after hours of wandering, stumble across a clearing. Some locals are partying with a DJ setup, dancing like there's no tomorrow. Nearby, A parked car. Their only shot at getting to Warsaw. They tried to steal it quietly, but got caught. Derringer thought his Hollywood fame might help, but it didn't. The attackers started beating them. Sam, a towering ex-soldier, immediately went into lethal action, taking them down with ease. Derringer fought back too, realizing the attackers were trying to kill them. Suddenly a woman appeared, gun in hand. The attackers fled. Without asking for money or conditions, she hid Sam and Derringer in her truck, packed with sheep, and drove them toward Warsaw. At the border, they squeezed into the stinking pile while she bribed guards with a sheep. By evening, they reached the city, and she dropped them near the safe house. When Derringer tried to give her a gift, she refused, revealing silently that she had known their identities all along. At the safe house, facial recognition unlocked the doors. Marty Comer, the station agent in charge, ran to Derringer. But Grodd had intercepted footage showing them alive and immediately scrambled helicopters toward the safe house. Inside, Sam pressed Marty for answers, and he explained everything that had happened since the crash. After the mid-air attack, a new disaster struck. The Echelon server was hacked. Over 20,000 top-secret NATO files leaked, exposing decades of covert operations. The worst part? It was an inside job. Allies accused each other of sabotage, with tensions spiraling toward collapse and possibly World War III. Meanwhile, Derringer prepared to contact the embassy when an alarm signaled danger. Gradov's men were outside, planting explosives. Marty rushed Sam and Derringer to the armory, armed them, and gave quick escape instructions. Using CCTV feeds, Marty hunted the intruders with ruthless precision. But Gradov's core team found him and gunned him down. Sam and Derringer witnessed his death, then raced to the secret exit hidden behind a poster, just as Marty had told them. But right then, Gradov's men arrived. The hallway lit up with gunfire. Sparks flew off the walls. Bullets chased them down the narrow passage. Sam and Derringer dove inside, slammed the door behind them, and found a lift. Without wasting a second, they jumped in and escaped. But the moment they hit the street, two armed men were already waiting. It looked like this was the end. Then out of nowhere, a police car came tearing toward them and ran both shooters down. Behind the wheel was Agent Null Basset. The same woman MI6 had declared dead. The same leader who vanished after the failed mission in Spain. Sam locked eyes with her. Everything froze. Shock. Relief. The weight of a friendship forged in fire. To the world, Sam and Derringer were dead. Seeing Basset alive was a miracle. She had survived the Spanish operation, stayed underground, and relentlessly hunted Viktor Gradov. With a single trigger pull, she blew up the last of Gradov's team. She revealed a shocking truth. Gradov's son had designed a revolutionary meltdown-proof nuclear reactor, Pebble Bed, but the US claimed it as their own. When NATO misinterpreted signals as a weapon, they bombed the facility, killing the boy and stealing his legacy. That fueled Gradov's vow for revenge, not just on one nation, but on all of NATO, with inside help. Sam and Derringer's own advisors were suspects, but the real traitor remained unknown. The US embassy was too risky. Basset had a better plan. Take them to Trieste, the safest spot in Europe, just as the NATO summit began. Within minutes, the three boarded a train, but Gradov's men, using Echelon, were already tracking them. Later, after Derringer fell asleep, Sam spoke quietly with Basset. They used to be in love, but now politics and duty had pulled them apart. Basset left the train car to get some food. That's when Root came in, carrying a gun. He wasn't alone. Another man was with him. Then something unexpected happened. Root suddenly turned and shot the other man. But before he died, the man shot Root in the stomach. Basset came back, pointing her gun at Root. She demanded answers. Root told the truth. Gradov had blackmailed him. Root had built Gradov's secret communication system, but now he wanted to fix what he had done. Gradov is watching you through Echelon, he warned. The next stop is a trap. Get off the train. Go to Zadar, 12 Lavaska Street, 5th floor. There's a secure computer there. Then Root grabbed Derringer's hand and wrote a command on it. Use this, he said. It'll show you who the real traitor is. Then Root died. Without wasting a second, Sam, Basset, and Derringer jumped off the moving train. Gradov's plan was moving fast. The next day, NATO would vote, and already 25 countries had decided to leave. President Clarke was quickly losing control. Meanwhile, Batas stole a car, and rushed to Zadar, following an address Root had given him. On the 5th floor, inside a hidden shipping container, he and Sam found Root's secure office and a computer terminal. But before they could finish, black SUVs pulled up outside. Grudov's men had come. Sam fought while Bettay worked on the computer. Enemies stormed the stairs. In the chaos, Sam realized one grenade had lost its pin. He threw the whole bag of weapons down the stairwell. The explosion destroyed the stairs but didn't stop the attackers, who began climbing the building from outside. Sam lit a flare, waited in the shadows, and used it to knock one man off, dragging others down with him. Grudov's men finally pulled back. The computer revealed the shocking truth. The traitor was Bradshaw, President Derringer's advisor. She had secretly worked with Grudov for 18 months. Suddenly, a helicopter hooked the container and lifted it into the air, with Bettay and Derringer trapped inside. Grudov was in the chopper with a rocket launcher, firing at Sam. The only way to survive was to jump onto a rooftop below. They hit hard but lived. Grudov dumped the container, sure they were dead. Later, Grudov found out that his own allies wanted to betray him, so he killed them first. By morning, Bettay took Derringer to the port of Trieste. There, Derringer called President Clarke and told her everything. Shocked, she sent the Beast, her bulletproof limo, to bring them safely. But once inside, they saw the driver had a gun. The real traitor wasn't Bradshaw. It was Vice President Elizabeth Clarke. She wanted Derringer dead so she could become president. Grudov had only been her tool. She ordered her agent to kill them, but Derringer and Bettay fought back. During the fight, the driver was shot and the car went out of control. Outside, Grudov's men surrounded them. Just then, Sam crashed in with another car, rescued them, and together they fought their way free. They finally reached the NATO meeting. Inside, leaders were already preparing to leave the alliance. Even President Clarke was ready to give up. But Sam and Derringer rushed in, revealed the truth, and explained why NATO still mattered. Then a gunshot rang out. President Clarke collapsed, dead. Grudov had arrived for revenge. Angry at being used, he threw a grenade and ordered his men to kill everyone. Chaos filled the room. In the end, Grudov tried to escape in a helicopter, but he was killed before he could get away. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next video.